Hey guys, it's Oluchi for Ways Breakfast. Thanks for always tuning in. Our research has shown that you're probably not subscribed to our channel. What are you waiting for? Make sure you hit that subscribe button below so you never miss out on our latest content and stay in the loop with all things Ways. If the channel grows, it means more great content for you guys. So hit that subscribe button now.
Nigeria, by extension Africa, battles a growing youthful population and with little or no meaningful engagement leaves a ticking time bomb on our hands. We are a blessed continent with great wealth, both in people and material. Our focus on Ways remains driving conversations that affects us all. Topics in the news, social concerns, politics, leadership, governance, empowerment, resource management, conflict management, finance, SME sustainability, technological innovation, food security, health, education, brain drain, our well-being, citizenship, and much more. Our goal is to continuously drive these conversations, keep them burning at the table to effect a positive change, both for our nation and continent. Ways, what are you saying, has a secret ingredient that completes the conversation every single episode, and that ingredient is you. Our past conversations shaped our yesterday. To shape our tomorrow, we must keep talking. So, I want to hear you. Be a part of our live conversations Mondays through Fridays. And let's all have our say.
I like that guy.
In the age of social media, supporting your favorite celebrity artist or influencer has taken on a new life online. But in recent years, we have seen support, just going beyond admiration. It's become a battleground of insults, cancellation, cyberbullying, from entertainment and politics to even religious figures. Nigeria, they know they play with you. It's called stunning. When you become a fan, like I have a fan now, it's going to be very terrific. And so that has also evolved into a culture of aggressive defense, blind loyalty, and sometimes outright harassment or dissenting voices. How did we get here? And what does it say about our identity? I mean, that sounds like a tongue twister. Freedom of speech, the role of influence in our society. It's another episode of your favorite primetime show, Ways. My name is Mercy Iboko. Now, today we discuss Nigeria's troll culture. Our guest today is Robert Ekpo, an on-air personality, master of ceremonies, an actor. He is everything. He's my brother. Welcome to the show, Robert. You gonna give me this jersey?
You didn't have to start like
You
that.
gonna give me this jersey, Robert? You gonna give me this jersey?
Okay, I'll give you.
Is this true or off camera?
I'll give you. The whole world is hearing. I'll give you.
Robert is good.
When you get to 60.
Which day? Wow, 60. Well, it's good to have you on the show today.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, great. But now, remember that Ways is all about you, and you are the why in the way. So join the conversation daily and add your voice. Head on over to our YouTube channel at Official Upgrade TV. Hit the subscribe button, like, share, and invite your friends to join the show now. Now, when we open up the phone lines, I really like to hear what you have to say about this topic. So our phone lines will be open. But just before then, let's quickly check out what the quote for today is. Now, keep your goals away from the trolls. Peter McWilliams. Keep your goals away from the trolls. Robert.
I think.
Is it possible to keep your goals away from the trolls?
I think in the era that we are now, it's possible to. Is it possible to keep your goals away from the trolls? I think these days we actually flaunt our goals in front of our trolls. Don't you think so? That's what happens a lot online these days.
That's a revelation.
I mean, people buy houses, or people are trying to buy houses. right? Trying to buy cars, trying to travel, everything, what you're eating, what restaurant you're going to.
I feel attacked.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would not agree with him because in today's society or in today's, it's hard to keep your goals away from the trolls.
Okay, that's okay. We'll definitely talk much. We'll talk about this much later, but we have to take a quick break. And when we return, I'll tell you what exactly it is that I found on the news for today. Please stay with us.
Life is made up of moments, some that fill us with joy, others that test our strength. Welcome to Heartlines. This is our space to explore the highs and lows of human connection, the love, the heartbreak, and resilience that shapes our life. From relationships to friendships, parenting to partnerships, and so much more. Every week, we share stories and conversations that define us, navigating love, separations, the struggles of parenting, dealing with anxiety and managing the pressures and stress of life. Real conversations that bring us closer, helping us heal, grow, and connect. So join me Mondays through Fridays at 10 p.m. for Heartlines, the show where we'll connect hearts, have real conversations with real people, one story at a time.
Welcome back. If you just tuned in, this is Ways What Are You Saying hashtag. And thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for joining the conversation. We have just very fantastic conversation lined up all for you. Now, quick one. First thing I found on news today. Let me see it well first. I have to adjust to tell you this because...
Why did it... Okay, let me not allow you.
Wait.
Okay.
Don't preempt me.
I don't want to let the cat out of the bag.
Don't
Okay,
let the cat out of the bag.
It's okay.
Now,
it's
so
okay.
quick one now. This one is that teenagers were... students who were writing West African examination in Delta State wrote the examination in darkness. It's simple. I'm not just going to go through all the yada yada.
Yeah.
See, I saw the video. If you can run that tape right now, please do run it for us. We need to, just in case. So if you have the clip to run it, just run it. But they write the exam for darkness.
Where?
You don't know, Stammer.
I don't know what to say. Where or why? Why did it get this bad? How did we get to this level? How did we get to this level? When did you start writing WAEC in the night?
I don't know.
Did you write WAEC in the night?
How will I write WAEC in the night?
I remember back in the days, we used to write 7 a.m. in the morning.
It's unfortunate, to be very honest. So we're just putting out, so the video you can see on the screen right now is from the examination center in Unity Model School in Asaba. That's in Delta State, where students were allegedly, so you say allegedly, or
like
purportedly made to write one of their WAEC examinations late in the evening. They had no electricity. It's very obvious. I don't need to explain. So they had to use torchlight to see.
Wow.
No. We need to move from that. But I don't know, because I feel like sometimes speaking English doesn't even do justice. It don't bad.
I feel your pain.
It don't spoil. Like, it's so terrible. So now this is the back end conversation.
Yeah.
The exam was scheduled for 2 p.m.
Okay.
Whatever happened, the exam led to 6 p.m. The exam would have been rescheduled.
Yes,
there was
exactly.
no need on earth.
For
There's
them
no
to have
reason.
written, yeah.
Nobody died. Even if any... Well, I can't even say even if anybody had, but there was no need to write the examination in that condition. It's already terrible. Why? Now don't even say that, oh, the media,
Do you think they will pass?
Why did they ask me that question? I don't know.
So, I mean, after writing, your exam was supposed to be for 2 p.m.
Imagine the trauma.
Everything where you don't read don't come off your head.
How you think? But how you think no say come on?
Because, I mean, the stress, the mental stress, everything that they now went through 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m.
I actually agree because if you were supposed to have an exam scheduled for 2 p.m. and as a student, the kind of student that I was, is that my exams, I'm always very hyper. I don't joke with my examination. So imagine that my exams happen by 2. Then we're waiting for 3. Then we're waiting for 4. Then we're waiting for 5. Then we're waiting for 6. Then there's no power supply. Otilo is gone.
You won't be able to...
So yeah, that makes, I mean, there's a lot of sense, but we wouldn't have allowed this to go online. It's already online, so don't even blame the media, because we've had several reports saying that the media is always putting up bad stories.
Yeah.
Oh, Nigeria is not that terrible. When you see things happen in France, nobody puts it out. You people allowed it to go. Nobody's going to control the phones in the room.
Yeah.
Someone in the examination hall actually put out that report. And this is really terrible. It's really bad. But this is what I say about our educational sector. It's horrible. You're just thinking this is happening. Go to the universities, federal universities. It is appalling. And the only thing that people are asking for, the Nigerian people are asking for, is that just provide constant power supply. Is it impossible for us to have constant power supply? Is it impossible for you to have a government that comes and says, hey, we're focusing on providing power 24 hours? Don't come and tell us about 2027, Agenda 2020. Vision 27, all of the visions, just focus on one thing and deliver it. Why is it that we're still in gross darkness? Up until a point that now this video has gone viral. Anything that gets on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, forget it, it's gone. And it's done. But away from that, another, headline that caught my attention is the issue of the defection. So he says, defect with me to APC or resign. This is according to Governor Umo Eno. And he was telling his commissioner. So yes, that's the governor. In case you're wondering, he's the governor of Akwa Ibom State, and he told all of his commissioners and appointees to join him to defect to all of the, I beg your pardon, the All Progressive Congress, that's the APC, or resign. Now, this statement was made during a state executive council meeting, which was on Thursday. That was yesterday, because today is Friday, and he confirmed his move to the APC yesterday. That's also another sensation. Now, that has also generated a lot of conversation and talks around. What are your thoughts?
For me, I feel like this is politicking. That's what we call it. I don't think this is politics anymore. I think it's politicking. I would be shocked if anybody resigned. I would be shocked if anybody said, you know what, I don't care, I'm going to resign. But this is Nigeria. Everybody is looking for, I'm going to resign. But this is Nigeria. Everybody is looking for stomach infrastructure. So I very much is going to be held so, the integrity of that person will be held so high. But like I said, it's basic politicking.
I would just leave that. I mean, I wish we had time on our side. I'd literally just go into the nitty-gritty of that conversation, because I'm not even surprised by Robert Ekpo's response. I also had a friend who responded. I mean, she tweeted and said, hey, I would also be shocked if anybody said, oh, we're not going to be part of it. But then again, it's a conversation entirely for another time. Now, we are the giant. This is a statement that you can attribute to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said that. I'm not sure we can play that, but this was what he said, addressing the people. Truly, we are the giants, but the elephantitis, that's a serious sickness, holding us back is indiscipline, corruption, and the abuse of power. I would really love us to listen to that audio, but there's no time for us to do all of that. So we'll just leave it at that. Basically, the president has agreed. He has come to our level. Okay, so I'm being told by, the producers and directors that I have 40 seconds. So quickly, let's hear the audio, what the president got to say on this particular one.
Truly, we are the giants. But the advantages that is holding us back is indiscipline, corruption, and abuse of power. Again, I urge you to stay the course, not because it is easy, but because it is the only way we can shatter the barriers erected to prevent us from realizing the economic development that has always been our natural right to enjoy.
Well, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, saying that Nigeria, finally, someone has agreed, because there's this whole debate about whether we're the giant of Africa or we're the tail or whatever it is that we're. But the president has said that, yes, truly, truly, Nigeria is the giant of Africa. But you see, we have a disease called elephantitis, which is holding us back. According to the president, he said it was corruption. Corruption and what again? Indiscipline and the abuse of power. That's the disease.
The abuse of power is should be the number one self, then corruption, then indiscipline. Because if you see, if you want to go by abuse of power, it starts from the top. I mean, it's everywhere. Politicians, police, they abuse power now. They show you shaking.
but what is the president going to do about it? I mean, I'm very shocked that the president.
I don't think the president can do anything about it.
Why can't he do anything about it? Because they also sever. I mean, if we want to go, Robbie, we don't have time. We have to go on a short break. No time. Let's go on a short break because if we continue this, we're never going to get to the show. We'll just take a quick break, and when we return, we'll delve into the crux of the conversation. We're talking about the culture of troll or trolling, whatever it is that you want to call it. In Nigeria. It's called stunning, fans, lawyer, whatever it is. But stay with us. We'll be right back after this time out.
Life is made up of moments, some that fill us with joy, others that test our strength. Welcome to Heartlights. This is our space to explore the highs and lows of human connection, the love, the heartbreak, and resilience that shapes our life. From relationships to friendships, parenting to partnerships, and so much more. Every week, we share stories and conversations that define us, navigating love, separations, the struggles of parenting, dealing with anxiety and managing the pressures and stress of life. Real conversations that bring us closer, helping us heal, grow, and connect. So join me Mondays through Fridays at 10 p.m. for Heartlines, the show where we'll connect hearts, have real conversations with real people, one story at a time.
Tell us you're a Nigerian without saying a word. Energy security is one of the most pressing issues for many developing countries like Nigeria. And if there's going to be any meaningful progress, addressing our energy issues is non-negotiable.
I need to see light from my house. Make them do something.
Band A is expensive. I literally have to turn off all my appliances just to reduce costs.
We need light.
Introducing the Energy Outlook, your go-to show for everything energy. Every week, we'll bring you the latest insights, innovation, and in-depth analysis of Nigeria's energy sector. From policy discussions to regulatory insights, we'll analyze the key decisions influencing growth and sustainability in the energy sector. We'll bring you the human stories behind the headlines, giving you a personal perspective on the broader energy challenges. Join me every Friday at 6 p.m. for the Energy Outlook, your guide to the future of energy, where energy means business.
Well, hashtag, what are you saying right here? Thank you so much for staying with us. If you just tuned in, our conversation for tonight is about the troll culture in Nigeria, or the Nigerian troll culture, whatever it is that you call it. Now, some people call it fanning, you know, so all of that is what brings all of the problem. But a vivid example of trolling is the harassment. I mean, I'm sharing one faced by a Nigerian singer. This is one out of so many, so this is just one example. Thames, after winning an international award, instead of the widespread national pride and saying, oh, she's the pride of Africa, congratulations and what of that, she became the target of relentless attacks from online trolls who accused her of being arrogant, ungrateful, underrated for, I mean, some say all for simple setting her for the identity and artistry on global platforms. The comments really were very harsh, brash. They were veiled. They're nothing to write home about. Now, Robert Ekpo, who is an on-air personality, a master of ceremonies, and an actor, joins me tonight because I know that he's feeling the pinch, you know, so he can actually tell us what it feels like to be trolled and what exactly, because sometimes I see comments. Robert, thank you for joining me tonight on this conversation.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Robert, before I get to my question, the one that broke my heart recently was that of Davido, right? So Davido recently dropped his album 5 and what have you.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you know, everything was just going on. Then boom, there was this comment on Twitter that said that your album is going down. I mean, your music career is going down, just like your son drowned or something. I opened my mouth. God, I don't even know what to say. Robert, you know, I'm being very real right here because that was how I felt. I was just like, what exactly is going on? You don't need to like Davido. It's not by force.
Exactly.
You don't even need to listen to his music. If you don't like his music, move on. Because life, we can't all like everything at the same time. But, you know.
But then again, would you call... So, for example, I have a different opinion from what you say online, right? I have a different opinion. And because I have a different opinion, people will drag me for having a different opinion from you. Like, it's not everything that Very Dark Man does that people like. It's not everything he says that people agree with. But people are scared of even having an opinion of what he's saying. So if Very Dark Man says something and somebody says, no, I don't agree with him, they will drag that person that says, I don't agree with him.
That's why we're having this conversation.
Exactly. So before we came, I did my small,
research, whatever.
Yes, research. And I was like, what does troll, who or what is a troll? But you can refer it to two different things depending on the context, right? So the first one is the folklore.
Okay.
And a troll is a mythical creature from Scandinavia folklore, yeah? Traditionally, trolls are depicted as large, ugly, and often hostile beings who live in caves or mountains and are sometimes afraid of sunlight, which can turn them to stone.
Okay.
Then, the second is the internet and the online culture. A troll is someone who intentionally provokes, irritates, or upsets others online by posting inflammatory or off-topic or abusive comments. The goal is usually to disrupt conversations or get a strong emotional reaction, which is what I think, you know, relates to us. As much as I would think that they are people who live in caves,
but not in its real sense.
Yeah, but okay. So I was trolled last week. I'll tell you what happened. The offshoot of the AMVCAs. So somebody tweeted and said, that the AMVCA has lost it, in the sense that you don't see people dressing the way they dress to the AMVCA is dressing like that to the Emmys or the Oscars and such TV awards like that, movie awards and all that. But in Nigeria, everybody is. I mean, if I ask you who won Best Actor at the AMVCA, you can't. I doubt if you know, or who won Best Director, or who won Best or which movie won Best Movie. Everybody just wants to dress and look very, very, So that person made that tweet and posted it out, and it was carried on the blog. And underneath of that post, I made a comment. I was like, it's so sad that we've gotten to this level, and that some people that don't even have talent, I mean, how do they get invitations to go to this thing? And that some people who don't even have talent, and I'm sorry I made that comment, but I was upset. So I said, oh, some people that don't even have talent, how did they get these invitations? And they dress up like bananas. And
did you really say that?
I did.
Sit down.
And I was dragged.
Because you said that, right? So what did they tell you?
I was dragged. They said, oh, the person that dressed like banana has 10 times more followers than you, has more money than you.
Doesn't make any sense.
Is more popular than you. Of course, there are people who were on my side that were dragging the people that were dragging me. So it was the whole, my phone was, and I made that comment in the night.
So in the morning?
In the morning.
You woke up to your reality.
My phone was buzzing. Everybody was calling me, what do you do? Somebody sent me, and you know how Nigerian bloggers are. A blog carries it, and then the next thing, another blog carries that story. So it was on different blogs. But have you been trolled?
No, why you see, what is wrong with Robert?
I have been trolled. I don't give you my story.
Robert is coming to my show to come and interview me. Robert, I'm the one asking you questions, not you. But, I mean, as we're talking, if you notice, I try to adjust my wig because...
Before they troll you.
Yeah, so I really don't... All of you behind the scenes, you guys have put me on the spot. So if this video goes viral, I'm going to be trolled.
Yeah.
I'm going to be dragged because
see how
my inner... So what happened was my inner whatever cap was showing, and I didn't know.
Wow.
I know that the makeup artist came up to say something, but no one literally would have said, "Oh, we should have caught."
I'll start.
Let's not even go. They go troll me, so they go troll me.
Yes.
They go drag me. So imagine that this video this video goes viral now. We're just gonna have all of that drag, but I couldn't be bothered.
I mean, yeah.
So, but what do you think that it is with us? Because prior to now, the time that we have the internet connection, and I'm well done to Obasanjo's government, who did what he had to do, and we got connected to social media. I mean, we have internet connection, so we can be on social media.
Yeah.
Because internet connection is different from being on social media.
Social media, absolutely.
And so now we're in that era where there's social media, you can connect, you can see stories across everywhere and what have you. But what exactly do you think has changed? What has happened to us? What exactly is the problem with our identity? I mean, how have we become? Because an average Nigerian or, someone who's from Africa, we're very conserved. The issues that we're very conserved. We're raised with morals, attitude, to be caring, loving, and mindful. So where did we go wrong? What exactly happened?
I just think that some people just get frustrated, and some people want to be seen. Some people want to be known. They feel like, oh, when this thing goes viral, I don't blow. That's the mentality of some people, because if somebody comes online to troll you, and you eventually, I've heard of cases where they arrest some certain trolls, and when they ask them why, they say, "Oh, I was only joking. I just wanted to get the person's attention and all that." It's happened not once, not twice. I've seen where they've arrested people who troll celebrities, and that most times what they say is not actually true. They just say it because, one, they want to hurt that person, and then get people to, in quote, they want to blow. with whatever they say. And then when it goes south, they'll now say, oh, I was joking, I just wanted to get attention and all that. So I feel like sometimes it's just frustration, boredom, lack of what to do.
Boredom, frustration, but I mean, I'm just trying to understand the kind of people, because honestly, yeah, when I saw that comment, the reason I'm still staying on Davido's, that of Davido, he's had several comments and trolls, but you know, this particular one broke me. Like, I just felt like, how would you be so heartless to say that his music is deteriorating or is going down just the same way, sinking the same way his son drowned?
Like I said, the person is just obviously looking for cheap attention.
No, but I'm saying that the kind of people that we have been, the kind of people that our parents raised us to be, were people who, I mean, you couldn't just wake up and say anything. You couldn't just wake up and be anyhow. So you had family members. So what has really changed? Why have we become... What is wrong with our identity? Because if you go outside of this country, you understand that you and the other person who is on the other side don't behave the same way entirely. So what has changed? We have an identity, a culture of respect. That is what you can know Africans for, you can know Nigerians for, especially there are a lot of tribes. I mean, the Yorubas would actually be attributed to, hey, they are very respectful people, you know. That is who we are. So what has changed that, you know, they even fear. You just, there's nothing. You just go ahead and just say things.
Gen Z mentality. Look, Gen Z, you can't mess with them. Because I've read stories where somebody goes to get a job and they got the job and didn't resume the day the person was supposed to resume. And they say, hey, you're supposed to be at work at so and so time. The person said, no, that salary that you guys said you're going to pay me is too small. That's what happens now. These people, these Gen Z people, they are so bold. They can say anything, they can do anything, and they feel they can get away with it, you know. But I feel like if there were stricter laws, trolls, maybe to reduce. I'm not saying to totally eradicate trolls, because of course trolls are bound to stay, but would it reduce it? I saw something now and I'm like, okay, most times you don't know who trolls are, because like I said, they don't have that mind to. If you see if you catch one troll,
the way your video ad,
if you catch one troll, you'll be like, now this person they
troll me.
Look, that this person they talk to me like this. Most of them are just what I would say keyboard warriors. They'll just sit down. Some of them don't even have light. You just stay in wherever darkness that they are, and they're doing whatever they're doing. So yeah, so they like animosity.
So we'll come back to that. Let's quickly take a break now. The conversation, or what I'm thinking is that, do you think that maybe these people, it's a failure of the family system? You know, like you said earlier on, you mentioned something that they want to be seen. Maybe at home they're not seen, they're not heard, and maybe that's why. But we'll just get to that particular point. But just before then, remember that you can be part of the conversation. We'd like you to join the conversation by sending an SMS or WhatsApp to the number 081-8038-4663. That's the number to send your messages to, SMS and WhatsApp to that number. You can also call the number 070-250-077 and 49 or 0701-4224 24 and 20. I hope I got that correctly. We'd like to hear what you have to say. But in the meantime, let's quickly go on this break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Life is made up of moments, some that fill us with joy, others that test our strength. Welcome to Heartlights. This is our space to explore the highs and lows of human connection, the love, the heartbreak, and resilience that shapes our life. From relationships to friendships, parenting to partnerships, and so much more. Every week, we share stories and conversations that define us, navigating love, separations, the struggles of parenting, dealing with anxiety and managing the pressures and stress of life. Real conversations that bring us closer, helping us heal, grow, and connect. So join me Mondays through Fridays at 10 p.m. for Heartlines, the show where we connect hearts, have real conversations with real people, one story at a time.
Tell us you're a Nigerian without saying a word. Energy security is one of the most pressing issues for many developing countries like Nigeria. And if there's going to be any meaningful progress, addressing our energy issues is non-negotiable.
I need to see light for my house. Make them do something.
Band A is expensive. I literally have to turn off all my appliances just to reduce costs.
We need light.
Introducing the Energy Outlook, your go-to show for everything energy. Every week, we'll bring you the latest insights, innovation, and in-depth analysis of Nigerian energy sector. From policy discussions to regulatory insights, we'll analyze the key decisions influencing growth and sustainability in the energy sector. We'll bring you the human stories behind the headlines, giving you a personal perspective on the broader energy challenges. Join me every Friday at 6 p.m. for the Energy Outlook, your guide to the future of energy, where energy means business.
Welcome back. If you just tuned in, this is your favorite primetime show, Ways, and I am Messi Eboko. Of course, I have Robert Ekpo here with me. He's my brother.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's my brother. So yes, we're having a conversation about the Nigerian troll culture. It's deep. If it doesn't worry you, they troll everybody. It's not just entertainers, politicians,
presidents. Nobody's above trolling.
So, but then again, you understand that if somebody's not doing the right thing, Robert, how do you tell them that they're not doing the right thing without having to troll them? Is there a difference between trolling and criticism?
Yes. There's a difference between trolling and... It's how your manner of approach. Your manner of approach shows if you're a troll or not, if you're a critique or not. If I want to criticize something about you, there's how I'll tell you. And you sit back and be like, oh, okay, this guy is actually saying something that makes sense. And then if I want to troll you, there's how I'll say it. For example, the person that talked about Davido's album not being whatever, as anticipated as the person thought it was, you could have said, Davido, I'm not feeling this your album like the last one or the one before the last. Let's see what you have for the next one. Simple.
Or maybe, okay.
But adding the fact that I'm not feeling this album, the album is going down like your child drowned.
Robert, he not even talk, say, I'm not seeing this album. It was like, your album is going down. Oh, no.
That was way below the belt. So, is that criticism? No. Is that trolling? Absolutely.
So now, I mean, you are a superstar out there doing your thing.
I try.
But so I want to use you to gauge how others are feeling. Like, how did they take this? You know, Thames was out there. They just told her that she was arrogant. She was just privileged. She doesn't deserve it. Like, is it easy even to even do anything? I mean, this is me talking to myself now. Now, Whiskey, you know, Burna Boy is there. He's doing his thing. Burna has suffered in this Nigeria. The way, sometimes when people talk about Burna, I hope they know the history. I hope they know the back end. When they say he's arrogant, he's proud, do you know the back end? When you talk about Davido, I'm just saying that these guys, you know, these people that say this thing, how do you think they feel? I want to measure from how you feel because you've been trolled before.
So people handle trolls differently. People handle situations differently. There's sometimes you see Whiskey go on Twitter and start, he will just go off and the people be like, who don't collect Whiskey phone? No. You know, you curse, you do whatever, you say whatever. There's some people you troll, they will never respond to you. They won't answer you. For me, how I handle it is I'll just block you.
But it doesn't change what has gone out now.
But I'll just block you. If it's on my page, I'll delete the comment and block you. If it's not on my page, if it's on a blog or something, I can block you. But when I block you, it means I can't see your comment because I blocked you. But other people are replying you and it's coming under the feed. But how do you deal with it? It's like I said, people handle situations differently. Some people ignore, some people respond. Like Burna Boy will answer you. Burna Boy will answer you. There are some people that would not just, they won't see it as anything. You troll them, you don't troll them, they don't care, you know.
Now, so still looking at this conversation now, what do you think that we can do? Do you think that, because in all of this, who would you falter? You have said that people are frustrated, but I don't know, but I think that we come from a certain culture. We have an identity as a people. So do you think that is a failure of, you know, the family, the culture, the people that we are, values? Or you think that, what exactly do you think is responsible for this kind of behavior? Because me, I see it like bitterness. Somebody just wakes up, they have no idea who you are. They don't know what exactly is happening in your life. So it's okay to not like my music. Let's say, for instance, you don't even like the way I'm talking. You don't even like my face.
Exactly.
It's okay not to watch the show.
Exactly.
It's not serious.
Exactly.
You don't like me, no. It's okay not to watch the music.
It's not that
don't
deep.
watch the show. Don't see the movie. Don't listen to the music. But then you come and, you know, just say some very hurtful things. I remember, so you asked me a question if I've been trolled. I have, you know, this show.
What happened?
I don't know. So, you know, we were on this show, we do this show, we're live, and sometimes people don't like what you're doing or how you're saying what you're saying, or they don't agree with what you're saying. They sometimes feel like you have been hired by a certain political party. So for us, they will say, APC don't take you, PDP don't take you. You are speaking for this one, you are speaking for that one. And then they begin to say, this one doesn't have sense. This one not even go to school. This one not even go I see the comments. Someone say, this one
What
doesn't.
did you do? How did you handle it?
Why are you not interviewing?
No, I want to, because we're going somewhere. I've told you how I handle mine. I just block you. How did you handle it? Those
comments are still there. Those comments are very live. You know how it is, and that's why sometimes I get very. So being in the public space just puts you on edge. It just makes you feel that you have to be ready, perfect, steady. Everything has to just be perfect. You can't make any mistake. You have to get it all right. And so when you don't get it all right, your speech, your sentence, you can't even have speech mannerism. You can't even make a mistake. You have to know the pronunciation of names. You can't even falter. And so when you just make an error, this one is now that you're making an error. They don't even take it easy with you. They don't even consider what the condition, what it is. Everybody just believes that you should come perfect. And everybody just has an assumption. The one that is very fantastic is that everybody just feels like everybody that shows up on TV has so much money. Everybody is rich. Everybody has, you know, there's just this, whether it's pressure, whether it's expectation, I don't know what to call it. But I saw those comments at the time. It got on me. I mean, it had a serious toll on me. But then again, we live in a society, we live in a climate, Nigeria, where if you look at the work environment, they're not provision, because I think that every on-air personality, radio people, see, we all deserve therapy. There's supposed to be some therapies that you're seeing every minute you get off air, because there's so much that you have to deal with. You're dealing with the fact that you're reporting this kind of story, and then you have to deal with the fact that people are coming. So when I saw it, I tell you that I think it got on me. At some point, it reduced my confidence. Some time ago, not in recent times, it did reduce my confidence when I went online, when I went on air. Not recently, I'm saying this has happened over time. You know, because so whilst I'm talking, whilst I'm having a conversation, then I'm reliving the moments. You know, I'm thinking about all those comments, and then it's just shrinking me. It's not even allowing me do my job. It's not allowing me be myself, because I'm
It
You know,
hinders
somebody
you.
just say, the other one, somebody say, this one just slept away through the,
Yeah, I know.
And that's
I
not
know.
even the truth. That's not even
That's what
it.
happens to all these female actors. All the actors, Nollywood actors, they buy cars, they build houses, and then people say, this one. How many movies they act with if you build this kind of house? How many so and so guy don't act movies, so he never build house. You will just act how many movies? In fact, you're even doing YouTube TV.
Well, so, I mean, really, really would like to read your thoughts tonight about this conversation. What do you think is responsible? Have you been trolled before? Because I know that trolling is not just limited to those who are public figures, who are entertainers, who are politicians, religious. Everyone is being trolled, or they are trolling you, you know. So, but if you have actually been trolled, or you have a thought around this conversation, we'd like to hear from you. It's okay to join the conversation by sending an SMS or WhatsApp to the number 081-8038-4663. That's the number to SMS and WhatsApp to. Now, the phone lines are open. You can call. I'd like to hear your thoughts tonight. 070-2500-77 and 49 or 070-1424-24 and 20. Let's hear what you have to say on this particular one. Now, Robert, what do you think that can be done? So this whole talk about the Cyber Act, you know, the laws, we have to come up with laws. Why are you asking me? I'm asking you.
I'm thinking.
Oh, you're thinking aloud.
Yes, I'm thinking aloud. I'm saying, will it work? Will a Cyber Act,
cyberbullying, whatever
act, will it work? I don't know.
But you have seen. Let's come back to the current reality. I mean, you've seen a couple of times. I mean, the recent case with the very dark man who was taken off in a bank.
Exactly.
The claims are that the court actually had to apply, and then the claims are that, you know, the cyber stalking, cyber bullying, and that seemed to be a thing.
So they found out where he was through his, you know, it's going to be hard. You can't control. Can you control trolls? Like I said, to a certain extent, yes. But can you stop it totally? I don't think so. So will the act control it? Will somebody who wants to troll you say that, oh, if I'm caught, or if this thing backfires, I will go to jail for so and so time? Or will I suffer the consequences of this comment I'm posting online or stuff like that? Yeah, I mean, there should always be a scapegoat. So yes, I think it can be controlled, but I don't think it can be stopped.
Oh, that makes sense. It can be controlled, it can be stopped. But how did we get this monster? Because prior to this time, we before social media, this wasn't a thing. So do you think that this has been going on, or it was just a social media thing? But I'll hold on to your thought. Let's quickly take this one now. There's a message here, and it's from Reverend Francis.
Oh, that's my friend.
Oh, yeah, Julius Anozie. He says that social media gives access to faceless evil, which is real sign of the brokenness of human. I agree with the guest.
Absolutely. Like I said earlier, a lot of people are broken, a lot of people are frustrated.
So this brokenness has been going on. It's just that social media has amplified it.
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
Yes, exactly.
So we've been this terrible as a people.
Yeah, I mean, the advent of a lot of things has made us know the kind of people we are, you know, to a certain extent. So yes, I agree with him.
But what happens to religion? I mean, because if you look at, you know, the kind of religion that we have, there's Christianity, there's Islam, all of this is premised on love. And so it's expected that you will love your neighbor as yourself. There's so much,
but
there's a lot of people who are...
Even the religion, they are dragging the religion online too.
Okay, so what do you want me to say?
Exactly. Now? So it boils down to what the person who made that comment said. It just amplifies the brokenness of people. People drag pastors these days. They don't care. Like it's gotten so bad. People drag pastors, People drag imams, people drag the presidents, they drag their governors. I've seen people dragging the governor of Lagos, dragging him. I saw a video yesterday. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Where somebody said Lagos smells and all that, and then posted a video. I said, the governors of Lagos is the dirtiest in the whole. When they started, in fact, under your administration, Lagos is been that's dragging.
No, but Robert, you and I had talked about this now. So at what point do we say? At what point do you say what is the real thing, the reality? Because there will be these issues. I mean, so for instance, now,
so at what point do you say you are criticizing?
Exactly. So
like
we're in Nigeria now.
Yes,
you
like
know
I said,
how the
it's
country
it's the way you say it.
So how would you say it? How you want to talk? Okay, like this Nigeria, but now you want to talk. The president is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, or the commander-in-chief. What am I even saying? Commander-in-chief. Commander-in-chief is commander-in-chief. Now, let me even go because you're saying something. Because we need to understand the difference now. The naval chief advocates spiritual intervention in fight against insecurity. It's a headline on the news today. A naval chief in this country.
That's the funniest
okay,
thing.
now, wait, Robert, let's cite an example. For example, you understand? That has been said, this is what the naval chief has said. Let me read it again. Naval chief, you can go and Google his name. I will not say his name for you. Naval chief advocates spiritual intervention in fight against insecurity, right? The president is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Now, if someone were to react to this, if someone had something to say about the insecurity in Nigeria, juxtaposing that with, the thoughts of the naval chief, how would they say it? How can they tell the president that, hey, you are not doing your work? It's a serious matter, but I mean, how do you now tell the president? How can somebody come out and say, as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces? Because, I mean, this is one of the naval chief. There's a commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Does the president really, someone has said that we need to go spiritual? We understand that the Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. But again, sir, is Boko Haram, is theft, is all of this kidnapping and all of that. Are they spiritual human beings? Do we not know where they are? Are they not human beings? So how do you tell the president now, without having to troll the president? How do you say that, Mr. President, XYZ, without having to sound like a troll, or it comes out as a troll?
Well, like I said, like I said earlier, trolls are abusive comments. You provoke, you irritate, you upset, and you disrupt conversation. So, can you tell the president all that without this sounding
like this?
Like this. I can understand that sometimes it comes from a place of pain and frustration. We can get frustrated with whatever is going on in the country and all that, and then you want to, like I said, you want to express yourself. But again, it depends on how you say it. It depends on how you say it. You can say, I mean, people defecate everywhere in Lagos.
They do?
Where do you live?
I live in Lagos.
Wow, I'm sure you live in the posh areas.
Is there a posh area in Lagos?
My dear, when rain falls, you will see things. So when you're trying to, that alone is frustrating. So when you now want to call the attention of the authorities, how you present it is different. Do you understand? How you present, see all these things that are happening, the roads are blocked, and we are seeing whatever, human waste. How do you, with the frustration in you, not try to sound abusive and insulting and all to the authorities? Do you understand? So it's kind of like difficult.
Robert, I'm told that we have a caller now. Hello. Hello. Go ahead. I mean, I do have a challenge. If you can hear me, please just project. Go ahead. Okay. So if you can hear me, I mean, whoever, that caller is, just go ahead and call. The phone lines are still open, 070-2500-7749 or 070-1424-24 and 20. That's the number to call. Have you been trolled before? You don't need to be because usually, I mean, we just think that it's only celebrities, superstars, entertainers. Everybody's collecting this troll one by one. So if you have been a social media...
Good evening.
Good evening, Loma. I can recognize your voice. Thank you for joining.
Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear, Loma.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can nod, so if you can know that I can hear you. Oh, no.
Hello? I'm not...
Oh, no. Loma, you have to call us back, yeah? I really don't know, but I'm hoping that we can actually solve this. We just have less than 5 minutes to go. We do have 2 calls. Hello, go ahead if you can hear me. Hello? Okay. Is it that my headset could be a problem? No. Oh, okay. That's fine. Unfortunately, we can't take these calls. But if you can't call us, just leave us, leave a text message. You can SMS or WhatsApp to the number 081-8038-4663. That's the number to leave quickly just leave your messages so we can take that. It looks like we have a caller. Hello? Hello? Well, that's it, Robert. We have the course down. We have less than 5 minutes to get off the show. So how do we solve the problem? I think, I'll tell you what I think.
Okay,
I think that the family...
ask you this
yes, I think that, as a family, because family is very vital where you grow up. I mean, the people who are responsible for your upbringing and what have you have a vital role to play. So I think that the family has failed. We have failed because we're very busy chasing a lot of things, and we have failed to raise humans that are very compassionate, humans that are very followers. I mean, now if you away from the trolls. Peter Mark Williams. I'll see you tomorrow, all things being equal. Well, tomorrow is a Saturday, so I won't see you tomorrow. I'll see you on Monday. Do have a good evening.
Nigeria, by extension Africa, battles a growing youthful population, and with little or no meaningful engagement, leaves a ticking time bomb on our hands. We are a blessed continent with great wealth, both in people and material. Our focus on ways remains driving conversations that affects us all. Topics in the news, social concerns, politics, leadership, governance, empowerment, resource management, conflict management, finance, SME sustainability, technological innovation, food security, health, education, brain drain, our well-being, citizenship, and much more. Our goal is to continuously drive these conversations, keep them burning at the table to effect a positive change, both for our nation and continent. Ways, what are you saying, has a secret ingredient that completes the conversation every single episode, and that ingredient is you. Our past conversations shaped our yesterday. To shape our tomorrow, we must keep talking. So, I want to hear you. Be a part of our live conversations Mondays through Fridays. And let's all have our say.